everybody, Angie B here. I'm going to mix things up a bit with today's vlog. Instead of just talking about a particular subject or a person or a movie or something, I'm going to do a session of Q&A. Now, in my last poll, I asked you guys if you had any questions you'd like answered in today's vlog, and 8 of you responded, so here are your answers. To start off, Jenny, Fiery Twilight, asked, "Have I talked to the sci-fi execs about our amazing screenplay yet?" Sadly, Jenny, I haven't. I've been trying to get a hold of them, but those bastards just won't return my calls. And in case you guys didn't know, Jenny and I came up with the brilliant idea of making an amazing movie that's going to be called The Adventures of Captain Sparkly Pants and Sensei Zanzibar, which involves a ninja and a pirate captain who fight a shark riding T-Rex that stole some treasure and then tried to attack a airplane. We kind of stole half of the idea from the amazing sci-fi original Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus. If you guys haven't checked that movie out yet, you should, if only for the scene where a giant shark attacks an airplane. You heard me right. It's pretty ridiculous. Jenny also asked, who is the one person, dead or alive, that I would like to have lunch with, and what will we talk about? This is a really difficult question, because there's a lot of people that I'd love to bring back from the dead so that I can talk to them. But I'm going to go with Oscar Wilde. And I would just talk to him about France and about what it was like being persecuted his whole life for being gay. And basically it'd just be an excuse to get drunk with Oscar Wilde and to hear all of his goofy, quippy one-liners and stuff, because I have no doubt that he would be an amazing dinner companion. So Oscar Wilde's my answer for that. Silly wanted to know, why is Craig Ferguson so damn awesome? Silly, science has constantly tried to answer this question, and it's really been impossible, because how do you pin down and define such awesomeness? But for my money, I think Craig Ferguson is so awesome because he's hilarious, he's irreverent, but he's intelligent. He's a fanboy, and he has so many varied interests. He's not afraid to be goofy and dance and sing with puppets. And he's just hot and foxy and Scottish, and yet a real American patriot, as his new autobiography attests. So I think that's why Craig Ferguson is so awesome. Sam, aka Spike66, wants to know, why aren't I watching Leverage yet? And her ongoing goal to make sure that she mentions Leverage in every single one of my polls, which, Sam, I think that's pretty damn funny. Keep up until I actually do a vlog on Leverage. The answer to that question is, I'm bad, and I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I started watching the show when it first came on air, you know. I watched the first 4 episodes, I think, you know, like a good girl every week. But I somehow just kind of, I don't know, slipped and didn't get around to finishing season 1, and now season 2's done, and I really need to play catch up. I just say that I'm a bad person and I haven't caught up with as much TV as I should. I'm behind on Supernatural. I still haven't finished last season. I still need to watch Big Bang Theory and Fringe and a variety of other shows. So it's on the list, Sam. Don't worry. I will get to it. Hopefully sooner rather than later. I'm going to bump it to the top, okay, just for you. Megan, fair and bright, wants to know, what would I like to see in the 5th season of Doctor Who? Returning characters? 11 Amy Lerv? Judging an intergalactic beauty contest? I think the beauty contest idea is grand. I would love to see the Doctor... Oh, I would love to see a space version of American Idol, or, you know, Britain's Got Talent or X Factor or whatever, and I'd love to see 11 sitting on the panel. That would be hilarious. Let's see, returning characters. I want Sally Sparrow and Larry Nightingale to show up again. I want them back so bad, it hurts. So I want to see those guys back. I want to see the Weeping Angels back, and according to Moffat, they are going to be coming back, so that's good news. I want to see some more of the lesser-known classic villains, like the Zygons and stuff like that. That'd be cool. I don't want to see the Daleks. I know we're going to get the Daleks because it's kind of like the BBC execs feel like the Daleks have to be in every season, but I'd rather not see them. Shaban, Siochem Bio, wants to know, basically she just wants me to talk about Buddhism, or the movie Amelie. So Amelie I'm going to talk about real quick. I really like the movie Amelie because it's one of the most beautiful, quirky, romantic, sweet, artistic French movies ever made. It made me love Audrey Tautou like amazing amount. And it's one of those movies where you just feel better about life and you feel inspired and creative after you watch it. So that's why it's one of my all-time favorite feel-good movies. And Buddhism. I feel like that needs its own vlog, and I will put it in a poll for the next vlog, but Buddhism for me, it just feels more right than Christianity ever did, because I was born and kind of slightly raised Christian. My parents never forced me to go to church or forced me to read the Bible, and they weren't really, avid practitioners or anything, but I was kind of raised Christian, and it just always felt so hypocritical to me, and I didn't really, I went to church with friends, and I went to vacation Bible school and things like that, but I just kept seeing hypocrisy around me in the religion, and it felt too much about dogma and ceremony, and it didn't sit right with me. And then I found Buddhism. And the thing I like about Buddhism is it's more of a philosophy-based religion. It's more about being true to yourself and doing good to others because you feel that that's the right thing to do, not because you feel like pressured or obligated to do good works. It's more about becoming comfortable in your skin and finding the road that's best for you. There aren't a lot of tenets that you have to follow. There's no dogma, no rules that you really have to adhere to. And I like Buddhism because it's less about denying yourself and more about just finding joy and pleasure in the small things in life. So that's why I'm a Buddhist, because it feels more comfortable to me. I feel, better in my own skin when I practice, and the meditation and, all of the different rituals of Buddhism, I just find so much comfort in it, and I'm really glad I'm a Buddhist. Hannah, my darling scatterheart, wants to know, do I have any recurring dreams? Yes, I do. I used to have a dream when I was little that I had for years where I was a little kid and I was in a big southern plantation house and I was chasing a little boy. And we'd run up the winding staircase and then he would trip and he would fall down the stairs, and it was horrible because I could hear bones breaking, and when he landed on the ground, he didn't move. And an older woman would come running in screaming, and that's when I would wake up. Really scary, and I have no idea what the dream symbolizes or what it means, or if it's memories from a past life or something, but it was a creepy dream. I haven't had it very, recently in the past couple of years, but I used to have it all the time when I was little. I also tend to have recurring dreams about zombies, but that's to be expected. Usually I kick ass in them because I'm awesome. If I were to start a band, what would I call it? That's a difficult question. I have a lot of names picked out. In fact, I wrote a poem about it called Sometimes at Night When I Can't Fall Asleep, I Think Up Fantastic Band Names. So I'm just going to copy and paste the poem and put it up for you guys to read because I've got some good ones in there, including Goodbye Kitty, Picnic, Carry the Grant. I always thought it would be a great band name. What is my favorite thing ever in the world? That's a really difficult question, Hannah. You have to get all deep and philosophical on me. My favorite thing in the world is to be moved. I love feeling really passionately. I love to laugh like crazy until I can't breathe. I love to feel so happy and romantic that I feel like my heart's going to explode. I even sometimes love to feel just so crushed and heartbroken over something that I just can't stop crying. I just love to feel really passionately. So I think that's my favorite thing in the world. And then Dreamer wants to know what's my favorite color. I really actually don't have a favorite color. I used to once upon a day, used to think that blue was my favorite color, and then purple was my favorite color, and then red was my favorite color. But I think nowadays I like color combinations more than anything else. I like pink and green. I like brown and pink. I like purple and yellow. I like dark greens and teals together. I think that's really pretty. So I like color combinations more than single colors. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this Q&A session. If you have any more questions that you'd like me to answer in future vlogs, just leave them in a comment box for me. And I hope you guys have a lovely day. Check you later.